John, this morning you said you wanted to go right back to Carter after the way Saturday went. I assume you came away really satisfied with his response after that game?
Timely saves early on, makes some really big saves for us. Played a really good game.
Obviously, you don't want to put, a team like that on the power play as many times as you did, but how big was the penalty kill unit tonight?
Yeah, the penalty killing's been better the past couple of games, and it certainly was important tonight.
On the flip side, the power play the last couple of games is starting to see some stuff coming around with them as well, correct?
Yeah, just trying to keep it simple. Found some shots through all the traffic, and that's how we found our way earlier in the year. As far as some wins, it was a power play helping us during the game.
We talked a lot about Travis Sanheim's offense. Are you starting to see what he can do with the pocket and the way he can score it?
At times.
You want to see more though?
Yep.
Against Tampa, you kind of feel like you had that bad second period where they were humming pretty much there. Was it kind of, you felt like that a little bit there at the end of the first period before you guys really turned it around?
I don't even remember the Tampa game, quite honestly. Yeah, we played in spurts, I thought, at times in the first half of the game. Got away from us a little bit at the end of the game, but you find a way to win.
Last couple of games, John, add a win to this one. How much does that help a team trying to find its identity and pace?
Meaning, I'm sorry.
In terms of trying to find its identity for a team the last couple of games, so how much does it help a team like this, to help a game like this?
Yeah, we have, whether we're winning or losing, we're always working on our identity. We have quite a bit of work to do in that area. Almost let it get away from us there towards the end. Bent didn't break. Had some really good minutes, had some struggles. We still got some ways to go as far as to define who we are. I'm still not sure what that definition is yet.
John, you talked a lot so far this season about teaching moments. Can that end of the third period be a teaching moment in terms of not letting off the gas? We have a game in hand.
Yeah, it's not so much letting off the gas. There's a couple plays at the end that I think are just bad plays, and it's certainly going to be a teaching moment. And it didn't result in the goals. There were plays prior to that when we're up 4-1 that are just needless plays, and just not playing within ourselves. So there's certainly a number of clips there that I already know I'm going to use in teaching that part of the game, and never feeling comfortable with the lead, no matter where you are in the period. There are a number of plays that I just don't get, so we're going to have to teach.
You talked about bad habits for some of those guys. Do you believe that those types of plays are some of those bad habits, or are they just things that you need to get better at?
I think it's a matter of letting players know that where we are in the game, the momentum of the game, what's left on the clock. I call it situational play. Situational play is a very important part of teaching, and I've got a number of clips, and I haven't even looked at the tape. I already know that I'm going to pull out for that type of stuff, and yeah. So situational play is really important in trying to win hockey games.
When you go over those clips, do you show the positives first or the negatives first? Like, how do you balance the win, but also how you?
Oh yeah. Listen, I'm not. We played some good minutes. I just want us to. There are certain things in hockey games that we have to get better at, and it's not just outscoring a team. It's understanding situations, and I think that helps you as you keep growing as a team to be a more consistent team. That gentleman back there asked about the identity. That's part of building an identity as far as situational play and what's to be expected.
Situational issues did you find to be just a problem with the players that were on the ice, their inexperience, or was this an issue like affecting?
No, this wasn't young players. These are veteran guys.
You talked this morning about more so in situations when Carter isn't playing well, getting that offense. But even a game when Carter, is one of the best players, you guys get 5 goals. How important was that to see? Yeah.
I'm sure Carter felt pretty good, and where he has a 2-3 goal lead. He hasn't had much of that during the year. The situation we've been in this year, it's hard to be a goaltender. with us because he can't make a mistake because we just have not been able to give him run support. Tonight we found a way. Our power play kicks in a couple. So I'm sure that helped him and put ourselves in a situation to defend a lead and lost some momentum at the end. You know, you don't want to write it up that way, but I'm glad we went through it and got through it successfully. But it certainly gives us an opportunity to teach.